Shalom, shalom, Apostle Ricard, back again through the grace of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for blessing us with this truth. Barakatah Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Barak Kal Akim of the hopeful elect. And by the way, man, like y'all know, we coming into this time, well, no, we are in this time, this demonic Christmas holiday, and I was watching something. I told you, brothers, I'm always watching stuff, man. And it was a documentary. I'm gonna see if I can find it again, because I think what happened, you know, I be watching all kind of stuff on YouTube, man, and I came across it. And they have a lot of awesome documentaries that be bringing out a lot of information, man. The Spirit got stuff coming out now, man. And I don't know who it be, these Edomites or whoever be doing it. They be bringing out this information, right? These documentaries and these different things going into deep history, true information on stuff. Basically, right, it was a documentary. I watched a little bit of it, but I think I had to leave or I ended up falling asleep. I don't remember. Anyways, it was going into the true history of Christmas, right? And it was on YouTube. I don't even remember the name of the damn documentary. But anyways, it was going into, I watched a little, I was able to watch a little bit of it. And it was going into the true, that these people celebrating Christmas and Santa Claus, which Santa Claus, Saint Nick, which Apostle Tahar, man, back in One West, we learned all kind of history and stuff like that. Apostle Tahar used to go into a lot of deep historical stuff. Even some of them other guys of the top 7, I remember, what was his name? The High Priest Shishaya, High Priest Kazak, even High Priest Ariyah. You know, these are, you know, of the top elite of back then in One West. They used to all go into a lot of history. In One West, if you didn't learn nothing else, you learned history, man. You had a lot of historians in the school back then, you know. But anyways, man, the true, well, Saint Nick, Santa Claus, what they call Santa Claus, he was a Jake. Yeah, Santa Claus was actually a Jake. Saint Nick, but he was a man who used to go around and he would gift kids and stuff like that. But the whole concept of Yahweh Shai being born on December the 20th, that's all bullshit. But people still believe that to this day. People still believe that to this day. They still believe that the Messiah, who y'all call Jesus, was born on December the 25th. In the middle of the winter, a baby out in the, like, y'all still believe this shit. You people are through, man. Like a baby, like a woman, a pregnant woman is gonna be out in a horse manger, okay, surrounded by horses and unclean animals. Meaning, you know, when I say unclean, that's an unclean environment for a woman to give birth to a baby. Horses and a stable. Y'all really believe that shit? But it show you. That's why that scripture says the world is in gross darkness, man. And it would have been cold. It gets cold in Jerusalem, man. Yeah, they have winter. They have winter in Jerusalem. Okay, in Israel. It gets cold over there. Come on, man. The baby would have died. The mother would have died. Come on, man. Around dirty animals having a baby. But you people still believe that shit. Yahweh Shai was born in the spring. His birthday is on the Passover time. Okay, when the new year begins. And he wasn't born in no manger. He was born in a house. Okay? You see what I mean? But you people don't know that, man. That's why I bring out the scripture, Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And the 2/3 of Israel, some of y'all walk around still believing in that shit. You see what I'm saying? Y'all still walking around believing in that shit. Now, like I said, my woman, right, you know, the woman I'm with, she celebrates. She got, I'll tell you, she got her Christmas tree up. Yeah, but, you know, hey, I got my own spot. This is her crib. She want to put the Christmas ornaments up. I don't care. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Because she's not in the truth. A lot of these women are not in the truth. Now, certain brothers, you have certain sisters that believe in the truth, and that's a blessing for the brothers. But a lot of us, hey, but remember what the Apostle Paul said. He said, what? You know, if you have an unbelieving wife, you could deal with it. That's all right. right? Or if you have an unbelieving husband, you got certain sisters that believe in the truth, and then they were the man that don't believe in the truth. But the scriptures say the unbelieving wife can be sanctified by the husband. The unbelieving husband can be sanctified by the wife. You know what I mean? So, like, my attitude, I don't care. Like, if I met, it's all the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. If I met a woman, if the spirit set it up that I had a woman that believed in the truth, that'd be beautiful. That'd be fine. But the cards didn't fall. The Lord set it up. But you know what? I really don't. Well, I gave my opinion on that many a times. These women that are in the truth, I don't care. It don't matter to me. You dig? Realistically, I prefer to have a woman that's not so-called, because I've been down that road already. I just look, a woman is just, you deal with a woman, like Apostle Tahar say, a woman is just a woman, man. You did just deal with them. That's it. I don't have to have a so-called Israelite sister in the truth. But if you do, for you brothers that have that, then that's a blessing. But for the ones of us that don't, I'm fine where I'm at. You know, my woman want to celebrate and all that because she's not a believer. That's cool. You see what I mean? And I'm not going to try to convert her and do all this other craziness. You see what I mean? The scriptures say, cast not your pearl before the Yahweh Shai said, yeah. Yeah, but that's your woman there. But so what? Job 39:17, because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to them understanding. So the majority of these women are not going to believe in the truth. But guess what? When these prophecies start taking place, when shit really starts popping off out here, they're going to become believers. What's that scripture say? Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. And that definitely includes women. So for these women that don't believe now, trust me, when shit really starts popping off out here, like to the point where it's not just a regular everyday routine, they're going to believe in all this bullshit, holiday shit. These people they're going to realize it's all bullshit. This Christmas shit is nothing but a money grab. And here it is, these people, these men, these women, I gotta buy gifts. Here it is, you broke. You ain't really got the money for it, but you got to buy this person a gift. You got to buy that person a gift. You got to buy that one a gift. I got to, but they brought me a gift. I got to buy them a gift. And you ain't got the money to do it. You ain't got the money to do it. You ain't got the money to do it, man. People are struggling. Here it is now. The times we in now, man, like you know what I mean? People are homeless. People are all fucked up, right? People getting evicted. So motherfuckers ain't got the time for this shit or money for this shit, but they still have to try to keep up with the Joneses over these demonic ass holidays, man. You know what I mean? Which is nothing but satanic. And like I said, this documentary I saw, it went into how Christmas goes back to a truly demonic witchcraft covens. Halloween, we know all these so-called holidays that Esau upholds in this society all go back to demonic witchcraft covens, man. You see, it all goes back to that. These shits are really, truly demonic. That's why during these holidays, that's when most people die. Accidents, violence, because you're invoking ancient evil spirits from them heathenistic cultures, man. That's where these damn holidays derive from. You see what I'm saying? But people still uphold it. It's a demon. You can see it on them. It's a demon. And then we know about the so-called Christmas tree. That whole demon, go back to Nimrod, Semiramis. They deck it with ornaments. You're invoking the spirit of Nimrod and his mother, Semiramis. You see what I'm saying? So it's all demonic. These so-called holidays, man. It's all demonic, which is why a lot of people be dying on these so-called holidays. A lot of crazy shit be going on. See? But anyways, man, that's why during this time, we got to stay aware and stay in the spirit to keep our medicine strong. Definitely around this time. Keep going hardcore for this truth. Because who knows? Abaratazai, this might very well be the last Christmas before Yahweh Shai make his appearance. We hope so, but in a few months, the Passover will be here. The Passover will be here in a few months. So pretty soon, that's our high holy day. That's our holiday. You see what I'm saying? So start, even as of now, start getting our mind ready for the Passover. Hopefully this will be the last Passover that we have in this kingdom, man. But with that, I'm going to wrap it up. I pray the video was edifying. Lord willing, I'll be back with another video. And I say shalom to you brothers of the hopeful elect.